build and build. And as Alethea said earlier, if you didn't get to hear her, we're going to be reaching out to the local leaders in the area and people that have stepped up to host smaller Super Saturdays and try to create some type of alternate system so that way we can continue to grow, and instead of being in 5 different places, be in one place at a time and alternate, so that way everyone doesn't feel like they're traveling hours or miles and miles away. So keep that in mind. And again, for those of you that don't know, today is our National Super Saturday. This event is going on in almost every state, am I not correct? I believe in all 50 states. I remember the last Super Saturday was the first time that we had a Super Saturday in every state. And I believe if there's not more within each state, it has grown and grown, and our organization is just exploding into just some of the most amazing people, and lives are being changed everywhere. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Shukriya Stewart. You guys can call me Shu for short, because I know that Shukriya can be a mouthful. But today we're here for our National Super Saturday meeting. And we are going to be covering a ton of information, which of course you don't have to try to memorize all today. But do take notes as the video runs and as we go over and talk about things. And then also know that our biggest takeaway today is the Team Beachbody Cup. How many of you guys already have teams put together? Rock on. Okay. How many people
here are not on the team?
Okay.
Get on a team, guys.
Yes.
Before tonight, raise your hands again.
Yes.
Even if you've got to make connection
within here,
get on a team.
Do we have that notepad? Okay, there's a notepad going. Is that the one, Michelle? Yeah. Okay. There's a notepad going on there. If you are looking for a team, put, what do we want to say? Need a team?
Put team.
Okay, team. Yeah, here we go. Put team next to, or in team, so we know that you need it to be on a team, and then we can collaborate towards the end of today and try to make sure that everybody's settled. Tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which means that's midnight here, 12:59. No, opposite. 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. That is when the sign-ups for the Team Beachbody Cup closes. And they're going to really, a lot of things we're going to talk about are going to be really focused on that, because this has been one of the most successful ways to drive people's businesses. Me, myself, I did the first one that they did, and I didn't feel it was very helpful to me. But now looking at some of the leaders in our business, like Lindsay Matway, Tara Carr, who is one of my really good friends, and some of those coaches that just walked away from it used to be called the Team Beachbody Challenge, now it's the Team Beachbody Cup. They walked away from that challenge just super successful. And not only did their businesses grow, but the relationships and the things that everyone within their team was able to walk away with was priceless. And so they've got different prizes, and we'll go through all this. But do know that if you're hesitant to do it, I'm going to encourage you guys to jump on, network today, get on a team. That's our biggest takeaway today, to make sure that everybody is on a team, and make sure that our people we know on our team or within that's a coach in Utah, that we get them on a Team Beachbody Cup team. So, real quick, a little bit of history about me before we get rolling into all of this. I am one-star diamond coach. I actually have 2 diamonds underneath me, but they're both on the same leg. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. We're gonna fix that. I got 60 days to fix it, don't worry. But anyhow, so I am one-star diamond coach. I am under Meredith Campbell, who is out in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then Christine Dwyer is my star diamond, or superstar diamond, upline. And we've lost track of how many stars she has at this point. I think she's got the most in the whole company. Yeah, infinity, right? And she's an amazing, amazing leader. And just giving you guys a little bit of history. Is there anyone in the room that is not a coach? Before I continue. Hi. What's your name?
I'm Camille.
Camille. Camille. Okay, Shakria, nice to have you. And who are you a guest of?
Barbara. Right.
Barbara. We should sit together, Barbara.
Barbara's here.
Awesome. She's here. Barbara's here. And Barbara, where do you actually live now?
Just outside of Seattle.
I was like, she doesn't live here.
I'm like, I
anymore.
have
She's
got to
coming.
come here and be with my Utah on the
Love
way
it.
home.
Love it. Well, thanks for being here, Barbara. Hi, Heidi. How are you? Good. Awesome. So we had a couple of people just walk in, and then Alice and Alejandro are here as well. But just a little bit more about me. I'm going to make this like 60-second brief because we're already a little bit into our time, and I want to get to the nitty-gritty of everything. Because I feel like I know most of you, and if you guys want to get to know me better or have questions, feel free to talk to me after, connect with me on Facebook, text, email, all that great stuff. So I've been in the business for 3 years now. The first year, nada, just was getting Shakeology and doing it because I saw all the other successful people that I was surrounded with doing it, knowing that if they're doing it, there must be something good in it, right? So I'm in it, whole year goes by, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting like $30 a month or every week, you know, or whatever. This is like, I'm putting out more than I'm receiving, right? And so this is when the opportunity, it's coming up for Summit. It was April of 2010. And I was like, okay, so maybe I'll go. Everybody's like, are you going? Are you going? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, let's go. Let's just room. We'll go. And I said, okay. In my mind, I'm thinking, if I go, there better be something for me there, because if not, I was actually going to quit. I was going to quit. And I went to Summit in April of 2010, and it was just one of the most amazing experiences. And if you guys don't know, I am one of the fitness presenters for Chalene Johnson, and so we've done our own camps and trainings similar to Summit, and so going there, it was that same feeling. Because as you know, if you were here earlier, I am a sapphire, so fun is always great, and lights and things that are shiny. And so it was just that feeling of just all these people around me doing what I'm doing and seeing the things that they've done. I'm like, I could do that. Like, really? And then even seeing some of the coaches that went from Emerald to 10-star or whatever the rank advanced difference was, it was just extremely inspiring. And all of the speakers, that was the year I believe we had Darren Hardy there. All of the speakers that were there, I got to do a one-on-one with one of my most favorite mentors other than Chalene, Craig Holliday. And he said, what is your why? And this is at Summit. We were in passing, and I'm like, can I talk to you? I need some help. And he said, what's your why? And I said, you know, I really don't know. I'm just here because, you know, they said sign up. You know, and he's like, you know what? He's like, you got to dig deeper. It's got to be stronger, because if your why is not strong enough, you're not going to be wanting to continue to do this on those bad days. You're not going to want to keep doing this when, you know, all of the failures and the fear starts to set in. And so that was one of the things I walked away from Summit that just hit home, and I was able to go back and really decide what I wanted to get out of this. And so I went back, and 2 years later, here I am. I really, really encourage you guys, if you guys don't go to corporate events, like this is considered like a Beachbody corporate event. Summit is considered a corporate event. We have leadership trainings. We have a game plan and so many other different options. And that is where you get to stay connected and networked in with people. And it keeps you on track. And just when you think that, you know, there's no hope, or, man, I didn't hit Success Club this month, it's like you get to go and hear other people's stories that inspire you, and also can sometimes remind you or teach you things that you didn't know that's going to help you to grow and go the distance that you are wanting to go within this. All of us are in this for a different reason, and so, you know, you've got to do you and not worry about the other people around you, and, you know, be consistent, commit, show up a year from now. Be there. Do what you've got to do. And if you don't know what to do, reach out to your upline. Reach out to the corporate staff that's right here in our backyard. Hello. And other leaders within our or in our regional area. You know, so never hesitate to outreach. Stay connected. And I'm just so excited for you guys to be here! Awesome, awesome. Okay, so now, real quick, we're going to move on. Did we go away yet? Okay. I'm trying to like, see how it does. There we go. So, most of you should have this memorized at the back of your hand. The main mission of Team Beachbody is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. That is the motto. That is what we are about. We're not trying to sell anything. We're not trying to, force things on people. We're just trying to be a vehicle or a resource or a tool for people to achieve this. That's what it's about. And think about all the people within society, in your life, you work with, whatever it may be, that are yearning for this. And so, I'm just going to share an example. I had one of my downline coaches, she's sponsored by somebody else, she's like, I think this just isn't for me, this, that, and the other. And she's actually a school teacher as well. And she's like, I just don't feel comfortable talking to people and things like that. And so I'm like, okay, do you, and she just had a baby and she's talking about how she needs to pay off these bills. And I'm like, hello? And so I had this deep conversation with her, and she's actually supposed to be getting back to me, and I'm just praying that she realizes the opportunity. Like, we're just sharing. We're just resources for people to be able to achieve their dreams, achieve their goals, and live healthier. Because our country is dying. Our country is dying, and they need this more than anything. They don't have to work the business if they don't want to, but they need to take care of themselves, and they should be happy. Doesn't everybody want to be happy?
Yes.
Exactly. So, moving on. All right, so real quick, I am going to turn it over to two coaches that I have asked to come up and just share their stories on their why and where they've come from since they've either been involved with Team Beachbody and or the business. So I'm going to have both Greg and then Dana come up. Okay, Greg moved. He's first. Yeah, you're fine. So this is Greg Short. And or do you want to say Gregory?
No. It's less syllables.
Yes. This is Greg Short, everyone, and he is going to share his story.
All right. So for those people that were at Summit, how's life? So I've been a coach since May 1st of last year, so just a little over a year. And when my coach came to me, it's like, hey, you're here every day, you should get paid for it. Hey, I could use some extra money. So when I started helping people, I really got the feeling of, it's more than just a little bit of money. And it took me a little bit to even get my first paycheck. But I started helping people, and this is really good. But Craig Holliday's always says, your why should make you cry. And I felt good, and everything, but it wasn't until Summit that it really kicked off. Hearing the success stories, seeing some of the coaches that really, they're out there. You look at them, and everyone thinks Beachbody coach. I talk to people where they say, oh, you're gonna have 5,000 really, really fit people at Summit. And it's like, it's not about being fit. It's about the lifestyle, changing people's lives, changing yourself. So hear about this gym training. I was like, August? I have to wait till August? It's a system. You do that. But one of the things that they really said at Summit is, you've got to listen to the people that you're helping. You can't just, you can help them, but until you hear their whys and really listen to them, you're not going to be the best you can be. So I took that, and I came back actually at Summit, I started contacting people. I was like, hey, can I just set up a phone call? You know, don't know what to expect. You're on my team. I just want to get to know you. So I apologize first because my wife says I'm a softie. But I had call her Lady J. She goes by Lady Jones 06 on her screen name, but I call her Lady J. But I give her a call. You know, she just finished Insanity. She has a PCOS, and I can't remember exactly, but it's
Polycystic ovarian.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so stand up and say that loud so everyone to hear.
Can you say that one more time, loud and clear, whoever said it?
Polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Correct.
Ovarian syndrome.
So she's 28 years old, is having very hard times with this. She can't lose weight. She's nervous that her and her husband aren't going to be able to have kids because of it. She came to she became one of my customers, and talking to her, she's bought Turbo Jam, she bought Hip Hop Abs, P90X, and she finally bought Insanity. And when she bought Insanity, she said, I'm going to do it all out. So she got Shakeology, she joined Team Beachbody, and she got on, and we started to interact. And she was eating about 900 to 1,000 calories. So you gotta eat more. You gotta eat more to lose weight. And talking to her, she wrote this message after we talked. So I just want to read this really quick. I just want to thank you for all your support. Told you, softie. You don't understand how much my life has changed. I owe it all to you for taking me on as your coach. And your wonderful team members. You've given me so much advice and motivation. I just knew that I wasn't going to beat my weight loss battle because of my PCOS. But your kind words and support and motivation have made it possible. I'm on the path to a happy and healthy new life. I feel so great at this. This is just the beginning. So my 60 days of insanity is done, and I can't wait to move on to my next workout. It is getting hard. It was getting hard to do the calories and getting them packed down. But I got it, and it's here to stay. So I'd like to give you my results of insanity. And this was after pretty much 30 days, because we really didn't start until 30 days. My weight started at 180.5, and I'm down to 174. She didn't think that she was going to be able to lose any weight. She's lost a total, so all her measurements, of 10.5 inches. She goes on to say just that I'm very excited and look forward. And I know that if I had been doing this for the full 60 days, that it would have been better. Just once again, thank you. So that's kind of but this is, honestly, it's because I went to Summit. Now, she might have written me a message, but after she got done because of the results, the chance that I had to meet someone in Florida, you know, because she was assigned to me, didn't know who she was, but I took the time, and then I took the time to be able to sit down and just listen to her. I have a relationship that I would never, ever have had. And me being the Pearl Emerald, I sit back in the back of the room, and this has really been a life-changing experience because it really got me out of my shell. I had to go out and help. Now, it does help that, you know, it's through messaging, Summit got me out there, and that's really what it is. For those people that are thinking about it, it's going to change your life. It will be challenging, but they do have a system. It does work. And with that, just thanks everybody.
Awesome. And now we'll have Deanna.
Well, to be honest with you, I totally forgot to do
I talked to her on the phone yesterday. She's a sapphire. It's okay. Speaking of heart.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Well, I signed up in November of 2009, and I signed up for a discount. I did Chalene Extreme and signed up for a discount so I could get a Shakeology as a discount. And Chalene Extreme is what changed who I am. Give me the confidence, and even though I worked out all the time, it was mentally that she actually changed my life. And so I connected with Chalene on Facebook, and then that's when Hillary Kelly, the CEO now that got the award at the summit. But anyway, she's the one that contacted me, so I did sign up. Watched her for like almost a whole year before I even started doing anything. And so just knowing that people, even though I have signed up as a coach and started helping other people, and made me feel good about what I was doing, because I truly believe in the Beachbody products. Just know that people are watching you, and they are, people are getting healthy, and you don't even know it if you don't connect with them. You know, they keep an eye on you on what you're doing, and if you don't get to know them, you'll never know how many people you really do help. But, I mean, I have so many people that send me letters like that too, and it's so rewarding to be able to help other people, and I wouldn't have ever had that chance to do that if it wasn't for Beachbody. Mentally, I'm a different person. Even though I used to think I was very strong and could do anything, it's really changed who I am. It's given me the courage to really move on in my life. And making some extra money. I mean, that's great. I'm not making $250,000 like Hillary, like if I would have started when she did and really gotten serious about it, but she's probably making more than that now. So if it's something that you really have a passion for, I mean, Beachbody is really the business to get involved with. I mean, all of you guys pretty much are coaches anyway, but just knowing that you're helping other people and that we are all on the same mission, and we all are here for each other. It's awesome for me. It's helped me.
Now, how many of you guys, between the both of them, felt a little bit of emotion? Show of hands. Be honest. Okay. That is what happens when you have all of us come together in a room like this. Do you know how powerful we are? Like, we can get, how many coaches are even in Utah? Do we know, like a head count, like 200 or something? We could get all of us together. Do you know how unstoppable we would be? And it's like with our, I mean, I'm thinking of Captain Planet with our powers combined. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's kind of cheesy, but that's what comes to mind. Like, it's so true. So true. And just knowing that, you know, Greg had mentioned, for those of you guys that walked in a little bit late, we're going to move on real fast. He mentioned the gym's training. We talked about, we had a 30-minute, well, yeah, it was 30 minutes, a 30-minute little mini training prior to starting the meeting today. And we talked about, we're going to be doing, it's called Gems Mastery, and it's helping you understand different personalities in a way to where you feel, how would you explain it, Alicia?
Well, the interaction with Gems is not only to understand personality, so if you've done personality tests, this is very different. It's more, the personality aspect that you're going to learn is more behavioral versus terminology, so that you can identify quickly and you can translate how to build rapport with individuals with that. And we've seen with the Gems Mastery, because it's easier to assimilate the way that it's explained by how do you handshake to how do you say hello words do you use, allows you to identify who that is, so you can talk to them, mirror them, right? You've heard that before. But we've seen a lot of success with individuals in their personal life, in their careers, as well as it does translate into your people as Beachbody trying to take you somewhere, how it can make you better. So.
Thank you, thank you. So we have marked it. You need to mark this on your calendars. August 18th. We are doing a GEMS Mastery Training here together as a Utah region. We are doing a training August 18th here. Starts at 9 a.m.
And you said you're going to just go.
Yes, yes. If anything changes, I will notify you. Or we will notify you. So, do know, August 18th, mark it. Do whatever it takes to get there, guys. Any type of meeting or corporate event that happens, do whatever you can to get there. I'm telling you, there's nothing like being around people that are doing what you're doing, hearing these stories, learning how to grow, learning how to be better at what you're doing, so that way you can get closer and closer to fulfilling your dreams and goals. So, real quick, we're going to go over recognition and just acknowledge everyone that is here. This is an example of our elite coaches. I'm looking at this. Can you tell which ones are sapphires? But this is all the elite coaches from this past coach summit that we just got back from in Las Vegas, and it was amazing. And as I actually had the opportunity to sit with the elite coaches during the ceremony, and I just kept envisioning myself on the stage. And so, know that anything and everything that you guys want, you can have and you can achieve. So right now, just any of our guests that are in the room, can you just stand up so we can say hello? Any guests in the room? Or even like, celebration! You're here! You're here! Welcome! You've now been inducted. No, I'm just kidding. Awesome. So that is Camille that's a guest with us. How many of you guys in the room are at a coach rank right now? Let's go ahead and stand up. Let's clap for them, you guys. Coaches in the house. Awesome. All right, now let's talk about any Emerald coaches in the room. Go ahead and stand up. Awesome. Now moving on, next rank would be Ruby. Do we have any Rubies in the house?
Ruby such a
I know it is. I skipped. I didn't even hit Ruby. I went straight from him to I wasn't focused on Ruby. I'm like, I want the shiny one. Awesome. Okay, so no rubies. How about any diamonds? Awesome. And then we have the other star diamonds in the room. Star diamonds?
Soon.
Yes, it's soon. It's soon. So let's make some room for the future. All right, and then any elite in the room? I don't believe. Okay, awesome. So we do know that when it comes to celebrating success, it's huge. It's so huge. I had the opportunity at Summit to hear from, I want to say, she 8-star diamond, Trina Gray. She 8-star diamond now? Yeah. 8-star diamond Trina Gray, who's in the same organization that I am under Platinum Presenters. And she talked about celebrating success and the importance of it. And just how just celebrating the little things. It always doesn't have to be rank advancement. It could be, my kid won the soccer tournament, or I lost another inch off of, my hips that I've been working so hard. Just the little things. So keep in mind, celebrating success is super huge. And if you haven't been doing that, really consider taking that on as, we're going to skip that, we beat you. And there's Michael Neiman, our funny man. All right, so right now we're transitioning into the main part of the meeting, and this is the video that Team Beachbody from our corporate office back in California, they have put together. And most of it actually was filmed in Las Vegas at the summit location. So basically before we got there, they did all their little clips and everything. And we're going to watch this video, and they're going to cover a ton of information. Do know that this will be available. They'll have all like the pointers and stuff in the back office later, but do take as many notes as you can. Pay attention, and we'll have a brief discussion after and cover, again, our biggest takeaway, which is focusing on the Beachbody Cup, because we want to build some teams and go after this summer.